Hey Martin, it's Rob. I just wanted to show you quickly, per your voicemail, how to change the photos out in the In-Deep template. So you can go in, you'll go into the editing panel and you see you have your photos here. I think we originally set these all up to be the same height. So I'm going to click on one of the existing ones and just see what the height is. Okay, the height's 194. So to put in a new photo, I'm just going to go wherever where you start from. It really doesn't matter. I'm just going to go place the cursor there. I'm going to go to the Content Manager tool. We see all the photos here. I'm going to choose the photo I want. I'm going to say Insert. I'm going to change the height to 194. And since this is clicked, it'll automatically adjust the width. And then this was what I referenced in the email and in that previous email just with the tips. You want to go down here to show image style options, and you're going to set, you're going to input settings here to have margins. I'm actually going to close this out real quick and just jump back to this photo and see what kind of margins we had going on here. So for a photo that's on the right, we have top is 10, right is 0, bottom 14, left 20. 10, 0, 14, 20. So again, cursor here, choose my photo, insert, this is going to be our 194, and then our 10, 0, 14, 20, and we're going to say, and our alignment is here as well, so whether we want the photo right or left. It's the first photo, so we're going to say right, and save and insert image, and there's our image. Now we can go up, let's trash this one. And we have the image here where we want it. I see the way these paragraphs happen to be breaking. This is a little bit too large of a space. So I'm going to go back into those margin settings and maybe I'll take away that top 10 depending on, and I'll say save and insert, and that bumped it up a little bit. So depending on what you have going on here, if this line happened to extend all the way over, and again, you're always going by what it looks like here, not what it looks like here. If this wound up being too tight, then maybe I'd change that top margin a little bit and so forth. Now, the one thing, the one important thing that I also mentioned in that email is that there's a particular code change that you need to put in place specifically for Outlook, because the margins that we just set up here within MailChimp, Outlook doesn't like that type of coding, and it needs its own specific settings. So the way that that gets done is we're going to go to source code here. This gets a little tricky, but there's kind of no way around it because, you need to satisfy Outlook's particular needs. So we're going to click the source code. We're going to have to go down and try to find that photo within the card. So within the code. So basically you're looking for a green IMG start to the code, and that's going to give you, that's going to be everything you need. So that's our first IMG. So I know that that's our, other than Marcelo's photo, and that's placed way up here. So I went down and I know that that's our photo. So now we're going to go into this image code, and we are going to, I'm just thinking where I want to put this. So right after the image align, you're going to go right here and you're going to say V space equals quotes, and then we're going to look to our margins here. These are the margins that we had set up within the image pane. So we have 14 and 20. 14 is our vertical. Unfortunately, for this Outlook code, we only get V space, vertical space, and H space, horizontal space. We don't get to choose right and left. So I know that 14 was our vertical that we were asking for space from the bottom. And then we're going to go H space equals quotes, and then we have 20. And quotes and space. You're not going to see any kind of change in here. Nothing's going to change visually when you input these codes. It's just a question of, now Outlook is going to honor these spaces away from the photo. And you're going to say save and close. And any photo that you put in place within any of these templates, every single photo, you need to include that V space and H space setting for Outlook. Okay? And that's basically it.